So you have to have soft lips, open, soft lips, and
Okay.
breathe in. But now we're gonna, before you do that, the transverse abdominis muscle, I'm just gonna do this because it is the size, it's oblique, it's not that front. You don't want that rectus abdominis muscle to tighten. You actually want to activate so you can contract, and you're gonna breathe in with soft lips open and keep breathing in until you see that heart rate drop. Okay. And
Mhm.
at first, you might see it go up. So just rest. Don't collapse, just rest. Then try it again. Okay, mine just dropped and it's only by 1 point. So it went and it's now slowly dropping, but you see how tall I've stayed and there's kind of a weird choky feeling you feel? That's the subglottal pressure. But that is where we say your optimal performance is, that coil expanded.
Yeah,
Now,
mine went
let
mine
me,
went from like 84 to 78.
yep. And I'm like at 120 and then it dropped to 115 because I'm up here. You know, my heart rate sits high, but my respiratory rate is slow. So now what I just try one more time.
Hmm.
So look at that number and kind of keep your hand up so you don't have to drop your head so you can get that full length through the spine. One more
Hmm.
time. And really, I guess the word is contract and keep pulling in that transverse. It's like keep contracting it in almost like it's feeling like it's going under your ribs. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, mine dropped. Like, yep, mine just dropped 8 points, 10 points, 12 points. Then you'll find it might start going up because you are activating muscle. Okay, so just
Hmm.
rest for a second. But what we find in there, the reason why this is baseline, you've activated that brain body voice, you found the optimal posture. But now, Matt, let me ask you, what did you feel? Was it harder to do, like effort?
The effort, I mean, it takes, yeah, like focus
Sorry.
and concentration to do for sure. And more, yeah, there's more, maybe more effort to draw in versus just if I'm relaxed, kind of lazy about it. And then now,
Right,
like, yeah, if I'm already relaxed, lazy, and it went back up again.
exactly. So this is the difference between effort and stress. So a lot of people think, okay, I'm just going to relax down. If you look at the heart rate, usually it'll go up because that spine isn't optimized. It's not happy. Now you're going to take that breath in, you're going to expand and tall. That's what's so, I guess, phenomenal and counterintuitive. The feedback I got right from special operations forces all the way to kids, to adults, seniors, all populations of people is you draw this in and you're like, wait a minute, this is hard work to find this
Right.
posture. Posture has become an athletic event, right? Because we sit at computers all day, or a lot of people do. Then all of a sudden, you're like, wait, but my heart rate's dropping. It means your body is like going, oh, thank you. And I use the term efficiency.
Yeah. So mine was because when I was talking to you and I said the lazy, like I wasn't
Hmm.
trying, it got to like 92, 93. But then now it just dropped to like 81, 82
Yeah.
range. Yeah.
And also people just get nervous. You're being tested. So the heart rate starts going up, just being tested. That's why, you do that first one, kind of try it out. And then, but if you've done it now 3 or 4 times and it's not working, just take a rest because what you're doing is activating. And this is what the whole basis of my dissertation was, which was evidence-based side, is that people, once they were really athletic, and these were ballet dancers, they actually had weak core because they were compensating with bigger muscles. So
Mm.
now what's happening is we're finding the efficient way to get to activate what you need and what you don't need just for the baseline, and then we can take them through what steps 2, 3, 4 are going to be. Do you want to,
Hmm. Yeah. So I guess just
or do you
letting
want to
people
add to
know,
that?
no, again, that this is literally just the baseline. This is step one. So this is something you're gonna have to practice on your own, for the week until you meet up with us next week. Because you're gonna be like, oh, so I only just keep drawing in for everything. Well, no, this is this is a little bit of a teaser too, because this is all you're doing right now. And I guess once we add the steps, it's gonna be like, oh, then the light bulb will click even more each time, I guess. It'll illuminate a little bit more.
Right. So now you got the breath in, which feels
Hmm.
like you're drawing in, but you're actually filling in your lungs. The lungs are not in your belly. Uh, 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 they're wrapped by the rib cage, right? So we're getting to what we call first rib breathing, and you're integrating that vocal tract, cervical spine area. Then step two, we're going to include the voice, because guess what? When you actually talk, you're actually exhaling. Okay, so it's going to give you a disciplined feeling on how to activate the transversus, and we're going to say drawing again. It sounds weird, but we'll take you through this and it's going to work. And you're going to be able to maintain the posture,
Hmm.
and the voice will become the device. You can still have one of these, the oximeter, but really you're going to start experiencing how the voice can become that device. And then after the week after that, we'll do, I think the four movement, we'll start doing some,
Some
we'll start
movement
saying
with
how
it.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because you have to get these baseline things, inhale, exhale, then we can go with let's now, okay, now that you found that baseline heart rate that drops, then we want to activate a lot more effort. And then we want to pump that heart rate up to activate that sympathetic system and show that you can stay clear and cognitive thinking in that sympathetic, parasympathetic resiliency.
Yeah, that's cool. So this week they can basically just practice this step kind of over and over again. Would you, even like what you think before, like a workout would be best for some of the people if this is brand new to them too, like they're about to go do something.
You know where a really good place is just when you wake up in the morning. I say
Mm,
it's a bit of a shot of coffee. You get a
hmm.
little bit of like your posture is relaxed. That's the whole point of sleeping, relax that spine. Now you want
Hmm.
to activate your posture, go from there. And then, okay, let's say you're sitting for a long time, just do it in a sitting position. Then when you go to the gym, then try to activate again just before you lift. And if you
Right.
do the Valsalva, keep doing whatever's kept you safe and kept your back, protected, but in the meantime, start experimenting a little bit with this, the feeling of an open airway with that pressure. That's
Yeah.
what's new. And I just want to wrap up, Matt, with something that's really happening here out in Steamboat Springs. I really love being here, but I'm around a lot of high performance, like to now go to opera performance, and there was an Olympic mindset performance. And you and I've had this conversation, and even when it was in baseball, is that there, and with, Dusty was trying to help us get this integrated. It was always through the mental training side. Now that's again wrapping from our first point is the cognitive in hard science has now, unfortunately, I've got to find now a way to bridge the language to communicate why it's going to help mental training. But we are not mental training. We're going straight to the cognitive system. Did I articulate that right?
Yeah, I think so. But also, I think, like we said, a lot of people separate too, like mental
Oh, yeah.
training and then the mental trainings that a lot of coaches would do, or say the athletes do because they learn from their coaches. They're going to be like just some kind of basic visualization, breath work, if it's guided or not. I don't know what they're doing, and maybe visual of some sort. And that's kind
Right.
of like a general umbrella of what they're doing at the higher levels or
Mhm.
collegiate levels or things like that. Hmm.
Yeah, so basically what people just did now, even on this breath in, we're activating a cognitive and physical at the same time. I can't actually say as a scientist that I'm doing the mental training, but I can tell you that we're activating the cognitive and physical system simultaneously, and you get that feeling. So it's just a feeling, so your mind is clear to then make those decisions, assess whatever skill you have to do, whether it's like a course track on the field, play with, other um, teammates. You've got to be clear thinking to be able to be in the game. Your head's
Hmm.
got to be in the game, not in your body, right? You got to just have that feeling. There you go.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, we'll keep building on that concept too, because it's going to be new for people. So this will be good. Next week already, then we'll go to the next step. And I don't know if anybody has quick question or not before we jump off. Let me. No. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe if you have any questions too, bring them next week. Like say you tried this, right? And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what I felt. This is something, something. Yeah, bring it in. And then that would be good, so we can address that for sure.
Okay. Great.
Awesome.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Number
All
two.
right. So we'll see everybody. Yeah, next time for sure.
See you next week. Okay. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.